next thing that occurred or benefited the railroad was Camp Hulen, because General Hulen was an attorney, and he had worked with the Fort Worth and Denver Central City Railroad from Fort Worth to Denver. And he's had some knowledge of railroads and availability. And when the people managed to amass the land that was leased for Camp Hulen, they took off from the tail end of that Y where they turned near the cemetery and built the railroad siding all up to Camp Hulen and enabled them to have the summer encampments here by transporting the troops. They took about 20 trains to load to get them here and on. Camp Hulen then became what it was in World War II because of its proximity to the bay. They could fire the anti-aircraft artillery with the impact zone being in the water. The only necessity was to notify the shrimp people or fishermen to stay out while they were shooting, which they did. And it became a refreshment training center rather than a single division camp like it had been with the 36th Division.
36th Division first came here. The camp was called Camp Palacios. That was in 1925, and their the first time that they set up the tents and all that was at the grounds of the old red schoolhouse. We have wonderful pictures of that. But in 1930, the name of the camp was changed to Camp Hulen, and that was in honor of General John Hulen, who was their commanding officer for the 36th. I've always thought that must have meant that he was a special man, because a lot of times enlisted men, most of those were, the grunts and the ones that didn't have the stars on their crowns and all that, they thought so much of their general that they wanted the camp to be changed to Camp Hulen instead of Camp Palacios.
Going through the beacons of the early years, I came across a story about the military highway from Camp Palacios to Camp Mabry, Austin. So if you know where Highway 71 is, it was originally built for the purpose of the Army trucks to come from to the new Camp Palacios before it became Camp Hulen in the late 20s.